Hi guys, hope you guys can hear me now. How's my sound? I'm just gonna hop back up. Thanks, James. I'm just gonna hop back up. Sound check. My sound is good. Let me just scroll back up and give you guys a breakdown of the setups, and then we can take it from there. Okay. Perfect, Jonathan. Let's hop back up to the beginning. Just gonna break down Bitcoin for you guys. As I was saying, on Friday we had a setup here which basically had a break even, and then the second setup kicked in, and then it gave us a decent move all the way to 3R, which was pretty good. And I don't know how many of you guys went back again this morning, but yeah, based off that, sorry about that, based off that, we had a setup here, or we've got a setup here based off I'm just going to show you guys now on the 4-hour. We are looking at this move here where we had a BOS at the 30941 zone, and of course we're expecting this zone to hold. And once it does hold, of course, we'll be triggering a buy stop going all the way up to the top. So we do have an alert in the middle here, and the reason we're doing that is to minimize our losses, minimize getting wicked out. And of course, once your setup triggers, do watch your 1 hour hit and then move stop to break even, and then keep moving up with it from there. So this is the setup for today for Bitcoin. Let's see how it plays out. And of course, if you are in the Advanced Signals channel on Discord, then you will probably get an alert for this one, and then we'll see how that works out. And then gold. Now gold has been misbehaving for us. It has. But on the 4-hour, we looked at this BOS over here at the bottom, which was caused by this massive wick. And of course, after that BOS was created, we do agree with the overall trend, the overall structure, which is this happening right here. So expecting it to keep doing the same until proven otherwise. And until that happens, we do have our setup built nicely here at the top. So we'll see how that plays out. Do drop your pairs out on the side there, guys. If there's pairs that you guys want me to look at, just drop it. If you've got some questions, just drop them there. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability, and then we'll take it from there. Awesome, guys. Moving forward. So our goal setup is like this. So you can put your own alerts, guys. If you do put an alert, just put it in the middle. And then when your alert triggers, just hop onto your screens, hop onto your charts, hop onto your broker, and trigger SL stop, and then wait for it to trigger. And then once your trade triggers, put an alert on 1R. And then when you get to 1R, move stop to break even. And then when you get to either 2R or 3R, close half of the trade and then move your stop to 1R and then let it run. And if you are a bit aggressive like me, of course, you move your stop to break even at 1R. And then once the trade hits 5R, then you close half the trade. And then from there, you move your stop to 3R and then let it run to 10R again. You'll probably break even most of the time when you use the aggressive method, but consistently over time, you will become very profitable. I hope that makes sense, guys. Awesome. And then US 100, as I mentioned, it did trigger our setup from Friday. Right here, it literally hit our entry point and turned. But trading the way we do, this is a trade we would not have taken. Would have waited for price to basically hit the halfway mark, as I just explained, and then trigger a sell stop. So until that happens, we are still a valid setup. The only time this setup will be invalid is once we have a breakout structure here at the bottom at the 11699.6 level. And until that happens, yeah, we wait. Okay. And then jumping on to the last one here, unless you guys have got some pairs for me on the side, ECAD. ECAD has been giving me some nice setups recently, but now I see it's not agreeing with it. Let's look at GN, nothing there. GU. Now, GU is a bit of a tricky one. A very tricky one. I know some got this nice 8R from last week, but this is a bit of a tricky one, and I'll tell you why. We had this massive push from the top all the way down to this level, a retracement, and then we had a break of structure here. The retracement is not pushing to the top side, and if we were going to look at it, look at this massive candle here, which is a bit too big for my liking, so I'll technically avoid that one. And then let's take a look at US oil. US oil broke out of this zone here, and that was not good. That was not good. So, and we missed this entry here. We missed this entry here. Price is gone. It's giving us a BOS right now. So the next entry point will be, I'm just going to mark here quickly. So the next entry point on this setup is this one here, and of course include that low. And then let's see if we can refine it further, and definitely we can. So we'll have a setup there, and eventually we'll have something there. Perfect. So this is the next approach for US oil. We'll wait for it to come back and get into the zone here. So this one got invalidated. We hit a stop loss here. So let me just mark that. And remember, guys, we risk at least 0.2% of your account on these setups. Don't go too high. We're trying to maintain a maximum loss per day of 1% and keeping it that way. There we go. So this is a setup that we'll have. It looks like that. Perfect. And then you have your alert right in the middle. Perfect. So that's how you'd approach US oil in the next, probably in the next couple of days. But yeah. And then I see Jonathan wants us to look at GJ. Let's take a look if there's anything there. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. So this one got invalidated, and I'll tell you why. So price did get into a zone, and when it hit the middle mark, we put our buy stops, and eventually continued going down. So they became invalidated, and we did not get into the trade. That's meaning we do not get wicked out. So that's one of the reasons we enter the trades the way we do. Keep an eye out for them, and you'll see how and why we do that. Okay, so GJ is giving us something decent on the bottom here. So probably if we go into the 1 hour, we will see something here. Okay, there we go. So we had a BOS there, and then meaning we can use this candle here, but we do see a major mitigation here. So if you hop onto the 15 and see if you can find something that's unmitigated, nothing there. Let's see how the 5 looks. The only unmitigated one is a tricky one here. Let's see, continue. So a GJ would have, let's see, the price has been coming back into the zones dramatically. But now this one here, probably in the lower time frames, pretty decent. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, probably. There we go. So we'd have something along these lanes. Let me just make it a bit clearer for us. Here we go. So we'd have something along these lanes. And of course, trigger here at the top, meaning would have our decent setup right here. Perfect. And then alert there, and that'll be the 5th pair for the day, the 5th one to focus on for the day. And that's about it for the day, guys. Do like the stream, do subscribe, check out our wushu, check out our boot camp, and then check out our signals as well. I hope we've got everything locked in for the day. Remember to manage your risk. Only use stop orders, and then you'll be fine. Happy trading, guys.